Hi everybody, it's Michelle and I'm here at the Ginger Creek Garden and I'm giving you our garden tour. I don't even know what week it is for the garden tour that it is right now because I did not look. I do know it's July 22nd. I think it's somewhere around week 7 and I'm here at the garden. I was just battling some vine borers. I actually just made a video about how to get rid of your vine borers that are in your squash and zucchini. So keep an eye on that video. It was pretty disgusting. I performed a little bit of surgery, but I wanted to share with you what I did today. We had some zinnias. See these pretty zinnias? And they were in buckets. And lo and behold, zinnias don't like buckets. They like to grow in the ground. These zinnias that are right here have been in the ground since we planted them, and they are beautiful. And then you come over here and you look at these zinnias that have been in buckets, and they are struggle busing. So I wanted to make sure that we put them in the ground so that they could thrive. I'm also going to cut off all the blossoms today so that they can start regenerating growth. That's what I was told to do on YouTube video, so that's what I did. So I want to flip the camera around and kind of take you through the garden and show you what's going on. Thanks for being here today. So here we are in the garden. We have our squash, our yellow squash. Again, another update on our squash okra mix. Yep, it is an okra plant and it is a squash plant. We don't know which one's going to win the race. I wrapped the stems of our squash with aluminum foil. That's going to help the vine borers not be anywhere near them. Our tomatoes, they're looking really good. Some of these have to be tied up. I haven't even been walking through here yet, so we'll see. Wow, that's crazy. It's really thick, really healthy up here. It's got to spread out here. Lots of green tomatoes. Yeah, look at this guy. He's big old tomato. It's going to take a while for him to blush. I love the look of green tomatoes when they look like this. They're so pretty. You're doing really well. Look at that guy. I love the smell of my hands after I touch a tomato plant. Look at that monster. Whoa. Oh, he's got some split. That's okay. That's okay. That's a pretty plant. I've trimmed all our tomatoes down at the bottom, at least 6 inches from the bottom, so we don't get any splashback or anything like that. And then we got a nice Roma tomato plant there. Those are going to be beautiful once they start blushing. These plants are now at least 4 feet tall. About here. Oh, yeah, that's about 4 feet. They're the only ones. They're winning the race. Those plants. Still got our little marigolds in there. And this tomato plant, I think this is a brandywine. But those are going to be awesome. We have peppers. Lots and lots of peppers. I think I'll come back out here tomorrow and harvest a bunch of these. Tons of banana peppers. Jalapenos. Tons of jalapenos there. Jalapeno. Beautiful tomatoes. That's the Roma tomatoes that I was just looking at. These, I can't wait till they blossom, or not blossom, but ripen. They turn a peach color and they're a hot pepper. It's called a Sugar Rush Peach. So I cannot wait to try these. This is the first time this year I'm growing these. They're loaded with peppers, but look at that. They grow goofy, like kind of wrinkly. They start growing face up like that, and then they drop down like that when they get big, but they're going to be delicious. This is all our bell peppers, a couple banana peppers in here. And then our green beans, something is eating them. Don't even know who the culprit is, but we are not happy. We've been waiting for these green beans to produce all spring, and now they're finally have blossoms all over, and we have like 10 green beans because something is eating them. So, whatever. That makes me upset. These I put in, hopefully they'll deter it. Okras. Bunch of okras. Still nothing significant on there. I haven't seen any blossoms yet. Hold please. Okay, sorry about that. I had to just turn on a new zone to water. Cucumbers. I was going to change out these signs, but I forgot. These are, can't even read it. Can't even read it. Market Moors. These are Market Moors, which are slicer cucumbers. So they're not big enough to pick yet. There's one down here. Oh, little tiny thing. Hopefully he'll get mature. Those are Market Moors, and then I don't remember what these are, but they're slicers also. But they're in there. They're looking pretty good. That's pretty good. This is, what's that sign say? Space Master. Space Master cucumbers, those are really good for container growing. They're a slicer cucumber also. This is almost big enough. I'll be able to pick that one tomorrow. I like to try to keep them off the ground. That's a muncher cucumber. Looking pretty good. And then from here over is all our pickling cucumbers. And there's loaded with pickle cucumbers. New ones come in right there. There's a new one. Look at that little guy. More. These plants are just massive. We need to build another trellis because this is just insane. We gotta help that out. And we're gonna plant some more cucumber plants in here anyway. We gotta do some succession planting in here. Succession planting means right now we can still grow cucumbers. Hold on one second. Oh, there she is. Little tagalong. Gotta keep an eye on her. There's coyotes out here and they'll take her for lunch. Succession planting, right now we could put some cucumber seeds in the ground between those plants over there, because when those start to peter out and die out, we can yank them out of the ground and the new ones will start growing. And cucumbers come in 50 to 70 days. We have plenty of time to have another harvest of cucumbers. You can have cucumbers all the way up until it frosts. So let's take a look what we got in this bed. Pumpkin. Oh, ready for this? Look at him. It's supposed to be a white pumpkin. It's green. I don't know if it's ever going to turn white. We'll see. So we only have one right now. I haven't seen any other little balls underneath any other flower. So I don't know if we're going to get any more. I hope so. That's all I can do is hope. I keep looking, but that plant is very spiky. Okra. They're getting really, really tall. I don't want to touch the blossom because last time I touched one, it fell off. But they have beautiful flowers. So hopefully we'll be getting some okra here soon. We have some beautiful sunflowers growing back here. A couple of them. Stuck those little seeds in the ground about 2 weeks ago. And this is nutmeg melon. Can't wait to see those get tall and up the trellis. Bell peppers. Brussels sprouts, those aren't going to be here until the fall. Orange honeydew is doing really well. Tomatoes. We got some pretty big tomatoes in this little patch over here. And as you can tell, this patch is kind of crazy. We didn't do a lot of pruning to these plants, and that's what I wanted to share with you. These plants look massive. The plants that are in that garden over there look puny. That's because we trim those to a single stalk. Trimming those to single stalk means that they will produce and give us some way more tomatoes than these. And then those will blush way faster than these because the sun can't even get to these guys to make them blush. Our squash, got a bunch in there. Probably can harvest 2 or 3 out of there today. And I don't know if there's any more in here. Let's see. There's a baby one in there. That's a pretty big vine. This is such a beautiful plant. I hope you can see that variegation on the leaves. This tomato plant, yeah, he's made some little tomatoes. We don't know what's going to happen with him. And then the Benicodema melon. That's like a yellow watermelon that's going to grow up the trellis here. Okras in this little bed here. Squash. We transplanted that squash from the other bed along with this one and that little guy right there. Zinnias, we're going to stick these in the ground. But see how they look? Look at how sad that zinnia looks. That's because they're in buckets. Who knew? Who knew you weren't supposed to put in buckets? I didn't know. I've never grown a zinnia, but I started all of them from seed. So I wanted to make sure that we got some prettiness in the garden this year. But next year, we'll put them in the ground directly. I'll know how to do it next year. That's the beauty of gardening. It's your education. That's your classroom. And I love it. I love being able to learn every day from a YouTube video or learn every day from just paying attention to reading different material or watching stuff on the Facebook pages. So I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Did I forget anything today? Nope, I didn't. I hope you have a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Wish you the best in your gardening adventures. Take care and God bless.